middle school and high schoolers, this is where it gets real fun. So what they're going to do is they're going to look at the original Vincent Van Gogh picture. And this is a print that I have in my classroom. It's one of my favorites. Actually, if you could see my shoes right now, you'd know it looks just like this. And Vincent Van Gogh was famous for his sunflower pictures. So they're gonna get to look at this and do a rough sketch with pencil. After they sketch it out with pencil, they're gonna take a hot glue gun and go over the top of their sketching. And this is creating little areas for paint to puddle, okay? So that's what we're gonna do here. We're going to take the same mixed colors that I did for, where did I put that cup? For the 3rd through 5th graders. And I'm gonna show you how they're gonna take these and fill in where the flowers go with the puddles of pour paint. And it's really a fun thing because the hot glue works as like little barriers, so you can keep your paint where you want it. Ooh, it's a good one. Okay, so then from here, I'm gonna give them some tools, and they're not as into getting their hands messy, so they get a tool. Unless they want to use their fingers, I'm fine with that too. And they're just gonna push their paint through, and they still have all the color dimension happening in here. And as they go through, they'll fill in all the areas of their flower just like that. And the very cool thing about pour paint is that when I put it in here, it puddles up, but when it dries, it goes nice and flat, and so you still get a lot of texture on your picture just by having the hot glue underneath that painting. And what they'll get to do when this dries is go through and use some black paint or just some other colors and really frame out their flowers if they want, or their leaves and petals. We're kind of doing this in a reverse as you would typically do a pour. A lot of times people do pours on paper, and then they paint a picture on the top of their pour. Well, this is going to be in reverse. They're going to pour into their flowers, and then when it's all dry, they're going to come through and paint on the top. They're going to paint their background. They're going to work to make dots create the fluid background that you see in Van Gogh's pictures. And so I think it's going to be a really fun project for them. My current group of high school, middle school kids are amazing, and every time we have them, Elena and I we get so excited because it's such a fun group of kids, and they are so inspiring in how you start to watch from the younger kids want a lot of guidance and instruction, and these kids, they hear your instruction and they just go with it. So it's really fun for us as teachers to see the change that happens there. So then I'm going to use just one of my bottles, and I'm going to put some green in the grass areas. As you can see, I'm just kind of going messy with it. It'll spread, and so it doesn't really matter. The other thing I did with the other painting is after I filled in all my green areas, I was like, oh, I want some more, and so I just drew with my bottle right on top. the high schoolers this month are working on cityscapes and creating cities. And so I had this great idea of all these things I wanted to teach them about cities. And when it came to actually teaching the class, they're teaching me more about creativity than I came into to give to them. That's really fun as a teacher. They're making cities that are mixed together. So we have one boy, he has cities that he loved, and then the very next week he's like, hey, my heritage is from Greece. Can you print off some pictures of some Greece statues and architecture that I can add to my picture? It was just, as a teacher, you just get so excited and you're like, yeah. And so he's started with the graph method of drawing, and now he's just adding things, and it's amazing. It is amazing. And all the kids in that class are just doing things that inspire us as teachers. So as you can see, I'm not working really hard here to get the green where I want it. I'm not taking a lot of time. And as I walk away from it, it spreads and fills in the areas that I wanted it to be. So it really works out nice. And then just to give it some color dimension, I like to come in with another color and just highlight. Don't want it to be flat. So I'd love to hear from you guys about what you think of some of these projects. Like I said, we're teaching next month. So in the comment section of this video, if you have other really fun ideas that you think my kids would love, we'd love to hear about them. So leave comments below in this video. Tell us what you thought of this video and what you'd like to share with us about other things. Maybe you're an art teacher and you have some advice for us. We love advice. We love to hear from people that have been doing this longer than we have. So please comment on the video below. Let us know what you think and how you think we could improve the experience for our kiddos. Okay, so here's the fun part. Now they're going to do a flip cup. And I'm going to show them the colors of the original, but really, this is their art. This isn't Vincent Van Gogh's art. We're using Vincent Van Gogh to inspire us. So what I'm going to let them do at this point is whatever they want in their vase. So with the color in the middle, I'm going to put a little bit of brown, and then for the little stripe in the middle, and then I'm going to put a little bit of white in the other areas to help carry what we put in. And I'm hoping that the brown helps to highlight that area as a different area. So I'm going to use some of the mixture I've already mixed up for the leaves. I'm going to add a little bit more copper. I'm going to add some brown. And hey, why not? I'm going to add some purple. I have it sitting here. It'll look good, right? Maybe. Some orange. And then I'm going to use the dirty pour method of just pouring straight into those areas. So I'm going to start with the center, and I'm just going to go right through here. Then I'm going to go along this area. Ooh, I love that orange. It's really popping out through the cells. And I'm going to give them another tool to just kind of push it to the different edges in here. Wow, that is a fun vase. I want one that looks like this. And they're just really going to be filling in the circle that they've already created. stems. We forgot about our stems. That's okay. Just gonna put a little bit of brown through the stems. Oh, got some stem in my flower. That's fine. So that is really the idea of what we're doing. Like I said, this is the dried version of that. And so after we get these projects finished with the kids, I will be posting their work on our website. Not on our website, on our Facebook page. So please like and subscribe to our channel. You'll get lots of updates, and you'll also get to see what the kids are doing in class. And so if you want to see how the kids in the programs art turns out, make sure that you check out our Facebook page. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.